Hello, my wonderful friends. Magus with you on a beautiful day in Asha. I'm going to offer you something today, something that will change your life forever. I'm going to give you a spell that will manifest magic in your life, your dreams and desires. And this is a powerful spell. You know, we have the Hyat spell. It makes you immortal. We have Ashem Vohu, an invocation of Asha, heaven on earth. We have, what's funny is one of the most powerful spells there are is just waking up in the morning and saying thank you. And because it deals with resonance, doesn't it? But I'm going to give you an actual step-by-step spell and the ritual that you do. Now, this is one I was saving. Remember in the video, Magus Message of the Magi, I told you if we got 3,000 views on that, I would teach you some magic. This is one I was saving for that. We're only at 2,500 views on that, but I'm pulling this out today because I need it. I need you to stay with me to the end. And I'll tell you what happened. A couple things. One, I am super emotional right now. You know, I think it's my age. I think I need like testosterone treatments or something because I get overwhelmed. I mean, and a lot of it's good. I mean, like today, I mean, I just started weeping because I was reading my comments and a woman said that she was doing the mantra, I am health, I am healing, I am health, I am healer, I am health, I am healer with me in our video. And her 2-year-old daughter was doing it with her. And my friends, I just broke in the most beautiful way to think, my God, this is the legacy we're leaving of Asha. We have 2-year-old children saying, I am health, I am healer, I am divine life, I am divine health. Sickness and disease dies when it touches me. I'm blessed in everything I do. Me and my children will live and not die. I'm the head and not the tail. I'm above and not beneath. They got the idea of an all-good spirit, an all-good God that doesn't hate, war, kill, and destroy, my friends. What a blessing that we are a part of something so beautiful. And that's the way I like to cry, my friends, when my heart is moved like that. And so I was dealing with that, my friends, in a most beautiful way. And then my emotions went a completely different way. Stay with me. Like I told you, I'm offering you something today, but you got to stay with me. I'm going to give you a spell of magic that will manifest things in your life. Things like wealth. I've told you the story of me at the beach. I needed money to stay there with my family. I was out of money. I needed money for food, drink, parking, and money manifested in my lap. My friends, who else have you seen do that? I don't want to be cocky, but I kind of do. I'm a freaking wizard in a castle, baby, and I made money manifest in my lap, and I'm willing to share these things with you if you'll just stay with me. I'm going to leave it at that. I could go on, but I think you'd probably shut me off if I told you how I really feel. My friends, I'll tell you what happened. I was given last night a message from Spirit, or the night before, and he told me in a dream and vision with words the message he wanted me to give to the order of the Magi. And I'll tell you what I found disappointing. I went on and looked at the analytics. That video was watched to 40%. Okay, I didn't give the message that he gave me till the end. I failed you. It's not your fault for leaving. Okay, I probably offended you like I might have just then, or I was too boring to the end. I notice I say too much when I'm talking. I'm not a good deliverer. I'm not a beautiful woman that keeps you, trapped into what I'm saying. I would use that, okay? I'm not putting that down. If I was a woman and just being beautiful would keep you involved in all my video, I would use that. Don't know if it's right or wrong, but my passion for this message is passionate. But this is all I got, And so my friends, I felt like I failed everybody by not getting the message Spirit gave me. How are we going to grow this? And so I thought, well, today I got to do something different. So I'm going to pull out this spell that I was saving for 3,000 views. But you got to stay with me, okay? A couple of things. I already have some ideas of where I want to go with this message to get us to where we need to be. But I also want to pull a card, just get a message from Spirit. I'm going to read the Hymn of the Pearl. I'm going to talk about our crystal. This right here is the Order of the Magi crystal right here. This is kind of one of those things that brings that feeling of community. We all wear one of these. And I'll tell you what it represents. It's a heat-treated crystal. This started out as a purple amethyst, and that's what got me thinking of the Hymn of the Pearl. Oh, okay, it's our purple robes. We are royalty, my friends. So the purple amethyst makes us think of royalty. Now this has gone through the fire. When we come here to time, space, baby, we go through the fire, and it turns to this beautiful yellow, my friends. But when you hold it to the light, you can still see the purple, but you can see all the different colors of the rainbow in it, my friends. And this is our story, my friends. This reminds me of Asha, that orange-yellow color. You know, I've got an orange energy drink going right now because this is about the 5th time I tried to make this video, and I needed a little boost. But my friends, let's pull a card, and then we're going to get to that spell after I read the Hymn of the Pearl, of course. Okay. This is beautiful. This is the Tower card. I'm falling more and more in love with this card all the time. This is the Awakening card. Let me pull the camera in real quick and show you this image, and then we're going to discuss this. Okay, did you see that? It's a man and woman falling head first off of a tower that's just been struck by lightning. And what I love about this is the Awakening card. You know, when you think of awakening, you picture someone sitting outside, probably in the lotus position, maybe wearing a robe, blue sky and flowers. No, this is the awakening process right here. Everything getting torn down by fire to the foundation. And that's about how you feel right there. You know, the crown at the top of the tower being blown off by the fire of truth. My friends, the idea that God hates, wars, kills men, women, and children. The wrong ideas about society, politics, the wrong ideas about who you are and what you can do, all torn down to the foundation so we can rebuild on truth, the fire of truth. So beautiful. And again, this goes into perfect with our crystal, the citrine. The Order of the Magi wear a citrine crystal. And I'll tell you why. Because it represents who we are. And it goes perfect with the Hymn of the Pearl that I'm going to read to you guys. It talks about our yellow robes that we receive. My friends, the yellow, it represents the fire that we've gone through. And, you know, it starts as a purple amethyst that then is heat treated. So the purple reminds us of our royalty. We come from good spirit. We're made of good spirit. Then you come to time, space, and you go through the fire, and you get this beautiful yellow color, yellow robe in the Hymn of the Pearl. And in it, when you hold it to the light, you can still see the purple, but you can see all the colors of the rainbow. And this is kind of a thing of community here. When we hold this, we think of all the magi of the past, of the present, and of the future to come. We think of Zarathustra. We think of what a beautiful lineage that we're a part of. My friends, there's no one else out there teaching this highest truth of the all good spirit. Every other religion, my friends, their idea of the highest principle of good hates, wars, kills, destroys. We're the only ones, my friend, and it's beautiful. And that's why we create such beautiful magic, because we hold these highest thoughts and ideas and vibrations in our life. And again, I don't know if I'm trying to be cocky today, but I don't know anyone else other than in the Order of the Magi that doesn't get sick or diseased. My friend, I don't know anyone else that lives like us, and I'm not like trying to brag on me, but I'm bragging on my God, on Asha, that we hold that idea, that highest idea, and my friends, we blow away all the restraints that were binding us before, my friends. It's a new vibration, and it's a new materialization in our life. Are you still with me? Are you excited about the spell I'm going to give you? And we're actually going to do the ritual. I'm going to show you how to cast a circle. I'm going to show you the exact ritual that you do. And I'm going to show you how to make magic in your life. Do you ever get tired of just hearing about my stories of amazing magic and miracles and blessings, my friends? It's time for you to start living in that. It's time for you to make sure you got your copy of Asha. You've got your citrine crystal. That you've joined us. You've joined our vibration. That's what you're joining. You're not joining a church. You're joining a vibration of Ahura Mazda, of Asha, and you start creating magic. All right, I'm going to read to you guys, and then I'm going to give you that spell. And do you know what? I don't mean to abuse my power of keeping you holding on, but you know what? I got to talk about legacy again. Spirit won't let it go on my heart, and I think it's like I said, it's because that comment we got today, that 2-year-old child, and I just thought, what a beautiful thing. When we leave this earth, we all want to leave a legacy, something that we did that mattered in this life. We want to know that our life mattered, that we brought healing to someone, we brought love to someone, we brought something good into this life. And my friends, when we share Asha, that's what we are doing. And think about that for a minute. Everyone that you touch with this message will never forget you. These people are going to remember Magus in the orange hat with the orange book in the castle. The woman that sent me the comment, the 2-year-old child, and then she'll teach her children about a God that doesn't hate, war, kill, and destroy, and how to work in vibrational magic and resonance, my friends. And we're sharing something that's raising the evolution of this earth to higher ideas, better ideas, my friends. And you are a part of that. Do you want to leave a legacy behind you? It's not just about the Magus, it's the Magi. This is all of our message, my friend. And I'm going to tell you today, get yourself a copy of Asha by Winston Head at Amazon. Go get yourself a citrine crystal. And I wrapped it myself in copper, made the necklace. You can do it yourself, inexpensive, my friends. And it's something about our community, and it's a reminder of who you are. And with that reminder of who you are, listen to this beautiful story, the hymn of the pearl. When I was a little child in my father's palace and enjoyed the wealth and luxury of those who nurtured me, my parents equipped me with provision and sent me out from the east, our homeland. Now this is representing us coming from Good Spirit, coming into time, space for our mission, my friends. Oh, I get chills when I read this. I'm probably going to cry through it the way I've been, but it's a beautiful representation of our journey, my friends. Do you realize this? You chose to come here to time, space. You were in heaven, Asha, and you chose to come here and raise the evolution of this planet, my friends. It says, my parents equipped me with provisions and sent me out from the east, our homeland. From the wealth of our treasury, they gave me a great burden, which was light so that I could carry it by myself. Gold from the land above, silver from great treasures, and stones, chalcedonies of India, and agates from Kushan. And they girded me with steel, and they took away from me the garments set with gems and spangled with gold, which they had made out of love for me, and the yellow robe which was made for my size. And they made a covenant with me and wrote it on my mind that I might not forget. Oh my God, I knew I was going to cry. If you go down from Egypt and bring the one pearl which is in the land of the devouring serpent, you shall put on again that garment set with stones and that robe which lies over it. That's our yellow robes, my friend. Our yellow robes that we earn by coming to time, space. God himself worships us, my friend. He adores us. We are his children, and he loves us more than anything. And he's so proud of the mission that we are doing here on the earth, bringing Asha back, going up against that devouring serpent. You shall put on again that garment set with stones and the robe which lies over it. And with your brother, our next in command, you shall be a herald of our kingdom. So I departed from the east on a difficult and frightening road led by 2 guides, and I was very young to travel on it. I passed over the borders of Mosani, where there is the meeting place of the merchants of the east, and I reached the land of the Babylonians. I went down to Egypt, and my companions parted from me. I went straight to the serpent and stayed near his den until he should slumber and sleep, so that I may take the pearl from him. Being alone, I altered my appearance and seemed an alien even unto my own people. But I saw one of my kinsmen there, a free-born man from the east, a youth fair and beautiful, the son of the courtiers. He came and kept me company, and I made him my intimate friend, a comrade with whom I communicated my business, being exhorted to guard against the Egyptians and against partaking of unclean things. I clothed myself in garments like theirs, so I would not be seen as a stranger and as one who had come from abroad to take the pearl, lest the Egyptians might arouse the serpent against me. But somehow they learned that I was not their countryman. They dealt with me treacherously, and I tasted their food. I no longer recognized that I was a king's son, and I served their king. I forgot the pearl for which my parents had sent me, and I fell into a deep sleep because of the heaviness of their food. While I was suffering these things, my parents were aware of it, and they grieved over me. And a proclamation was heralded in our kingdom that all should present themselves at our doors. The king of Parthia and those in office and the great men of the east resolved that I should not be left in Egypt. So the courtiers wrote of kings and your mother, the mistress of the east, to our son in Egypt, greetings, awake, 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 and rise from your sleep. Listen to the words in this letter. Remember, you are the son of a king. You have fallen beneath the yoke of slavery. Remember your gold-spangled garment. Recall the pearl for which you were sent to Egypt. Your name has been called to the book of life, together with that of your brother, whom you have received in our kingdom. And the king sealed it to make it an ambassador. I rose from sleep when I recognized its voice. I took it up and I kissed it, and I read it, and it was written concerned that which was engraved on my heart. And immediately I remembered that I was the son of a king, and that my freedom demanded my people. I remembered the pearl for which I had been sent to Egypt, and the fact that I had come to snatch it from the terrifying serpent. I subdued it by calling out my father's name, and I snatched the pearl and turned about to go to my parents. And I took off the dirty clothes and left them behind in their land. And I directed my way forthwith to the light of our eastern home. And on the road I found a female who lifted me up. She awakened me, giving me an oracle with her voice, and guided me to the light. The royal silken garment shone before my eyes, and with familial love leading me and drawing me on, I passed the labyrinth, leaving behind Babylon on the left. I reached Mensen, which is a great coast, but I could not recall my splendor, for it had been when I was still a child and quite young that I had left it behind in my father's palace. But when suddenly I saw my garment reflected as in a mirror, I perceived it as my whole self as well. For though we originated from the one and the same, we were partially divided, and then again we were one with a single form. The treasuries to who had brought the garment, I was as two beings, but there existed a single form in both, one royal symbol consisting of two halves, and they had my money and they had my wealth in their hands, and they gave me my reward, the fine garment of glorious colors, which was embroidered with gold, precious stones, and pearls, to give a good appearance. It was fastened at the collar, and the image of the King of Kings was all over it. Stones of lapis lazuli had been skillfully fixed into the collar. I saw in turn that the motions of knowledge were stirring through it, and that it was prepared to speak. And then I heard it speak. It is I who belong to the one who is stronger than all people, and for whose sake I was written about by the Father himself. And I took note of my stature and all the royal feelings that rested on me. As its energy increased, thrust out by his hand, the garment hastened to me as I went to receive it, and a longing aroused me to rush and meet it and receive it. And I stretched out and I took it and adorned myself with the beauty of its colors. And I covered myself completely with my royal robe over it. When I had put it on, I ascended to the land of peace and homage, and I lowered my head and prostrated myself before the splendor of the Father who had sent it to me. For it was I who had obeyed his commands, and it was I who had kept the promise. And I had mingled at the doors of his ancient royal building. He took delight in me and received me in his palace. My friends, are you beginning to understand who you are? Now we're going to have some fun. We're going to create real magic. You're going to see magic happen in your life right now. Get excited, my friends. First thing I got to tell you, you might be thinking, Magus, why didn't you just give us the spell and magic at the beginning? And you have to have a reason to believe. And I hope I just gave you your reason. Magic works out of reason. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to make our sigil first. We're going to cast a circle, and then we're going to do our invocation of Asha. Okay, so what you want to do, so for mine, I did Asha come, because I want Asha to be realized in all the earth. It's been such a blessing to me. I want everyone to live in perfect order and harmony and divine health, happiness, peace, and joy. And so I wrote out Asha come. Let me show you here. Okay, then you're going to remove the vowels. So the A's are gone, O, E. So I got S-H, C-M. So now you're going to take that and you're going to make it into a beautiful magical sigil. And this is the fun part. It just takes a couple of minutes, and you create from inside of you, and you'll make a beautiful design. And every time you look at that, it's going to represent what it means. So here's mine for Asha come. You can see I got the S, the H, the C, and the M. Now every time I look at that, my friends, I get that energy. I am divine life. I am divine health. Me and my children will live and I die and declare the works of the Lord. And so everything that heaven on earth represents, I feel that, my friends. And so what we're going to do, we're going to cast a circle, and we're going to put your design, your sigil, in the middle of it. What you want to do, you're going to take it, you're going to fold it up, and you're going to put it in the middle of our circle. And then we're going to do the invocation, and then I'll explain more to you after we do the circle where we go from there. Get excited, my friends. Your dreams are coming true tonight. Okay, my friends, let's set up here. You're going to put your earth to the north. I'm using crystals here. You can use salt. To the west, we have water, fire to the south, and to the east are frankincense and myrrh, which is so beautiful representation. I like to think of it, you know, when you smell a certain cologne or perfume, it reminds you of a person. Frankincense and myrrh has been used to invoke Asha for thousands and thousands of years, and I think it's so beautiful. We're going to put our sigil in the middle of our circle here, and what we want to do in a clockwise position, we're going to go around 3 times using our finger, and we're going to cast what I call a circle of light. And this is the way I like to do it, and I'll tell you why, because you can call upon this circle of light anytime you need it. So we're going to start at the east, and we're going to go around, and we're going to do our invocation of Asha. Ashem Vohu, vashistem, asti, ushta, ahmi, Hyat, ashai, vahistai, Ashem. And as we go around, see the light ring. Ashem Vohu, vashistem, asti, ushta, ahmi, Hyat, ashai, vahistai, Ashem. Ashem Vohu, vashistem, asti, ushta, ahmi, Hyat, ashai, vahistai, Ashem. Now, my friends, in this sacred space, It is clear. There's no negative energy. There's nothing that could counteract our spell here. Okay, now let's wrap this up. You're going to be able to start working in magic right away. You're going to be blown away, my friends. Magic is real. So you saw I put my sigil in the center of the circle. You're going to put yours. It's your piece of paper, fold it up. You're going to keep this on you for 9 days, my friends. And so as it's in that circle there, oh, do you know what? Let me touch on this real quick. This is so important. Make sure when you cast your circle and you go into your circle to do your spell work, that you hold no fear in your heart. You have to come at this with unconditional love and trust. Remember that, my friends, because we're invoking a spirit, aren't we? And we want to bring the right spirit and energy into our spell work. No fear, no wavering, no doubt. Go back and watch my video. Pride comes before the magic. That'll get you the right mindset, I guarantee you, my friends. Okay, so you have your sigil, your prayer in your circle. Now I want you to start thinking what it would feel like if you need health in your body. What would that look like? What are some of the things you would be doing with health in your body? If you need money, what would that look like? What are the things that you would be doing with that? And I want you to feel the emotion of it. So every time you look at this piece of paper, you're going to feel all that comes along with what it represents. Now for every day, for 9 days, I want you to look at this. And I want you to feel what it feels like and all that it represents for 9 days. 3 times 3, oh baby, get ready. The 9, the 9, the 9. Magic is going to happen. So my friends, go out there, create something beautiful. Create a legacy. Join us here at the Order of the Magi. My friends, like I said, there's no one else doing this, preaching the all-good spirit of Hura Mazda. It's us. We've been blessed with this opportunity. You can be part of something great. You can leave a legacy behind, my friends. Like I said, everyone that hears this, it changes their lives, and they share it with their children and their children. We are making a difference, a vibrational difference on this earth. Join us, my friends. Get your copy of Asha by Winston Head at Amazon. Get your citrine crystal, and let's start changing this world back to the perfect creator's perfect idea. Guys, I love you. I love you. I love you.
Holy Spirit, come and fill my mind. In your presence I lie. Holy Spirit, truth is welcome here. Let it fill the atmosphere. Ashem Vohu, asti, ushta, asti, ahmi, ashai, vahistai, Ashem. Come and fill my mind. In your presence I lie. Holy Spirit, truth is welcome here. Let it fill the atmosphere. Ashem Vohu, asti, ushta, asti, ahmi, ashai, vahistai, Ashem. Holy Spirit, come and fill my mind. In your presence I lie. Holy Spirit, truth is welcome here. Let it fill the atmosphere. Holy Spirit, you are welcome here. Holy Spirit, you are welcome.